Hi, teaching friends. This is Lauren from the Teaching on Them Online team. I'm so excited today to walk you through our brand new Idioms Costume Party project. This has everything you need to teach your 3rd through 9th grade students about idioms and really get them into interactive elements so that they really understand what idioms are, how we use them, and start to recognize them in their own everyday language and TV shows, books, etc. So the first thing that you'll want to come down into is you can see all the PDF links just from this quick little PDF right here. So this will quickly help you download and print all the printable activities. If you're ever lost in this project, because there is a ton to do, here are some quick links to things. You can just click on it like that and it should take you to the link. So we'll just come back up here real quick. Okay, there's the table of contents. So in this idioms project, there's the parent guardian letter, because our overall vision for this is that you would send out this parent guardian letter to your students' parents or guardians and for an in-person costume party. So this is super fun, and honestly, they can use things from around the house or that they already have on hand to come dress up to school like an idiom. This is also a great option for schools that don't allow Halloween dress up parties, or in place of like a Halloween party, you could do an idiom costume party instead. It's also great any time of the year to just kind of switch things up. So we included, what is an idiom, how this project will work, some costume ideas like raining cats and dogs. They can literally just come with some cats and dog pictures and an umbrella, or a piece of cake. They can come with images of cake or carry a giant piece of cake, something like that. Butterflies in your stomach, they can print out some little butterflies and tape them to their stomach. Then this is editable, so you can change any part of this letter to change it to their costume, to what craft items they might need, and then the day of the party and parade. So that is the first place to start in this. Again, you can skip that part, and there are digital and printable versions of this if you don't want to go that into it. But if I was teaching this in my classroom, I would start by printing out these cute matching cards, and then you print them out and then you just cut them down the middle. These are editable as well, so you can change any icon, you can change the background color, and you can change the text here. So this students would, there are 15 pairs or 30 cards, and then at the end of this there is also more where you can just copy this, and then if you need more for your other students, you can just add some more definition idioms and their meanings with some icons. It's very easy to change. And then you would just print these out, cut them in half, and then mix them up in a pile. And your students would come and either pick one up or you would hand one to them. And then you would have them get up out of their desks and go and find the meaning for their idiom, or vice versa. This is just a great way to introduce movement into your classroom, get them to socialize with other students, and to really figure out what is the meaning of their idiom. It's a great intro activity and really gets students excited. So that's where I would start with this activity. The next place, I also created some discussion prompts for you as the teacher, so you can refer back to this. You can come up with some discussion ideas. You can explain what idioms are, and then you could even come to class that day dressed up as your own idiom and have your students guess on what you are dressed up as and what is the real meaning of it. It just kind of gets everyone excited to learn about idioms. There are also tons of these posters that were made, so you can print these off and hang them in your posters. They will also get to this at the end, but they'll make a great bulletin board kit too. So there's all of these posters, and then the last one is just an anchor chart for idioms. Idiom is a phrase that has different meanings than the literal words. Context clues can give us clues to the real meaning. So the two big parts of this project are idioms, and then the other part is using context clues to figure out what an idiom means. Those are the posters. The next part is the teaching tools. You can print these out very easily. The instructions here, or the intro paragraph, is editable, as well as this did you know fact, and these idioms right here are editable as well in case you want to switch them out for something else. But a student, this could be a great sub-plan. You can print this out, and then a student will read over this, and then they can look up in a dictionary what is an idiom and define it, and then give an example that they found. These are scrambled up idioms, so they would unscramble these to come up with the real idiom. These they would match to their actual definition here. And then this last part is they would pick their favorite idiom, use it and write the idiom here, use it in a sentence in this box, and then draw what the words look like. For example, you can use cat got your tongue. You'll write that idiom here. You'll say Sally wasn't speaking, so I said cat got your tongue, something like that, and then draw what it looks like here. You would draw a cat pulling a student's tongue or something like that. I've included 3 lists of idioms. These are all different idioms that are common with their definitions. These are also editable in case you want to change definitions or add idioms of your own. There's also a blank sheet as well, and you could make this into an idiom journal if you wanted to, and delete this part and print it out and have students go throughout their week or their day and find as many idioms as they can, and then come into class and define them. The next part is task cards. I love these task cards and how they turned out. They have self-correcting QR codes on there where the students can find the answer themselves, and then it also has this reflect page. So there are 36 reading task cards that will ask them, what is the context of this idiom? It will give a little scenario and ask what the context is, and then this QR code will show the answer. Some just ask, what does filling blue mean? And they have to decide based on their context in their life, what the idiom means. And then what does break the ice mean, etc. So there are 36 reading task cards, and then students will fill out this idiom task cards record and reflect page. My favorite part is my attitude and effort here, so they can rate their attitude and effort towards this project. They can also go through and write their answer here, and then give you a X or a check mark if they got it right or wrong. At the bottom, they can rate their understanding of idioms on a scale of 1 to 10. They can represent how many they got correct out of 36, and then they can ask you, the teacher, any questions that they had while going through this. Here's the answer key for you. This is one of my favorite parts of the idiom costume party, and I think it would make a great fast finisher or bell work as you're going through this idiom unit. It could also work great at any time of the year as like a sub-plan. But so there's 3 different versions here. So version 1 is 3rd through 4th grade. Version 2 is 5th through 6th grade. Version 3 is 7th through 8th grade. So 3 differentiated versions. And then students will read this reading comprehension, answer the questions, and then the questions will lead them to filling out this color by number puzzle, where it will have the answer of a riddle on it. So this is, and then there's 2 versions of the 3rd and 4th grade. This is a short version. This is the longer version. Here is the worksheet, or the reading comprehension questions. And so what is an idiom? It's a special phrase that doesn't mean exactly what it says. So that if I answer that correctly, then that means all the 1 squares are green. So if I scroll down here, this is the digital version. So I can select with one finger all the ones, and then go up here to the paint bucket, select this, and then select green. And so then that will start filling that out, and I can type my answer here, piece of cake, etc. So that, if I came back here, let's try the 9th grade, or the 5th through 6th grade. So in the idiom, when pigs fly, what does it suggest when somebody uses this phrase? They hope to see pigs fly one day. They believe something is very likely to happen. They are saying something will never happen. So C, again, is the correct answer. So that means that all the 2 squares are white. So I can come in here, come right here. Oh, that's the answer key. Come right there, and I'll click on all the number 2s right here. Just highlight them really easy. Go click the paint bucket, pick the eye drop, and then color those white. And so then I can do the whole puzzle until I figure out the answer to why did the baker apply for the difficult job at the dessert shop. There are also instructions to this right here in case students get lost. This is the last version. This is for middle school or 7th to 9th grade students. It is on the same topic, but just uses harder vocabulary words like facetious, and has them figure out author's tone and different things and theme and different concepts like that. So this is a digital puzzle that they would fill out. This is the printable puzzle where they could fill it out with crayons or colored pencils or markers. This is the answer key. So number 1 is green, number 2 is white, and this is what it should look like. It's a piece of cake. So why did the baker apply for the difficult job at the dessert shop? Because he heard it was a piece of cake, something like that. Here is the answer key for the worksheets in case you don't want to do it with the puzzle. So there's 3 versions there. And then finally, this is a fun ELA activity that you can do with your students. This would also work really great in place of like a Halloween costume party, or like in the spring if you're wanting to just spice up the monotony of testing. This activity looks so fun, and it really gets kids thinking and thinking creatively. So here are the instructions on what they are supposed to be doing, and kind of introduces the design a costume project and how they can do that digitally. Here are some examples. So this is raining cats and dogs. They can change the background, they can add these clothes, and then there's a bunch of icons that they can drag over to design their costume digitally. This is the bee's knees. You could also do something like busy as a bee. These are also explicit instructions on how to take placeholder, the image, and create a placeholder for it, and how to insert pictures like into the background or into these placeholder images. When they are searching for images to replace their background or their clothes, for example, they can use these types of patterns or descriptive words to get more accurate search results. This is a digital product. Let me zoom out real quick. Okay, so it has all of these icons that they can kind of drag over and play with. These images can be fun and like used as costume ideas or clothes. Like this could be arm sleeves, something like that. So as an example, if I was to do class clown as my idiom, I would start here. For the face, I'm thinking of like a bald man, like a clown. So I would search that in here. I'm just gonna go with this guy. So you click select, and then you would just double click and crop it until it kind of fits more naturally in this face frame. Like something like that, and then press enter to keep it. So that's my face. You could use the student's face, they could use the teacher's face. They could look something up on the internet. And then to replace the background, we're just going to click here to edit the background. So now we're clicked onto the background and we're going to press replace images again. You can upload these images from your computer, URL, camera, wherever. And then we're going to press search web again and then look for a school background, like a classroom. Okay, I like this one, so we're going to select this one. Yeah, that one's cute. So then you can, again, just double click on this one and crop it out so that it looks like maybe he's standing in the middle, right there. So there, so this is my class clown, and now I can just decorate his clothes and make the background more about a class clown. So I could take something like this, his glasses, put these glasses on his face. Then we could, grab one of these images. These kind of look like clown hair. Copy that, and then you paste it right here. You can even just drag it over if you'd like. And then to replace these images with fabric, you would come up here, press replace image, search the web. So there's some hair. Copy that. Could have like little clown hair. For the clothes, I think let's do like these pants. And I would just move it until I get it to the place where I want it, like that. Move this one over a little bit more. Okay, so to do the shoulders, we just drag some, like the shirt, we would just drag some pieces over like this. And really just like let your students get creative on what they think looks best for their clown or whatever their idiom is. And then we'll just kind of turn this and adjust it until we get to the point where it kind of looks more like clothes. Like that a little bit. Okay, right there. This one, up, up. Can even turn it. And this really helps students build their digital tech skills and gets better at Google Slides. So then we can highlight these shirts and you have to do one at a time. So we're just going to replace this image, search on the web, and then we could replace this one, sleeves with the same image. Well, and then let's see what the pants do. Like this one, so we're going to replace those. And I love seeing what textures my students come up with, because this looks very, textured like cotton almost. So there's a class clown. We can put these Converse on him. Those to the right side. So there's his Converse, there's his pants. He's in a classroom. We can even put this graduation cap on him. And now he is a class clown. So there are tons and tons of icons they can use, and they can really take any of these shapes and make it into whatever they would like, and they can just kind of have fun. An important thing to remember for this costume party, a digital version, is you'll want to go in here and copy versions for each student that you have doing this activity. So you can literally just select the slide right here, copy it, and paste it. And it should just have all the copies available with all the icons. and instructions right here. So if you had 20 students, you would just want to copy 20 versions so that they can do that. There is also a printable version here. So let's zoom in. You can just fit it. So you can just print this, and then if you are printing on cardstock, you can have an interactive element where students can guess based on what is drawn here what the idiom is. So you can write the idiom here on the top, and then they can guess what the design is, and then read what the idiom means as well. So there's this version, and then there is a version with where you can add the student's face. So it can be the student's face, and then they can draw the elements on top. Another fun part, this would just be a fun extension, and it's actually so easy to do, is a voting kit. This would be a fun thing if you put all the idiom costumes in the hallway, or just even among your class, and vote who created the best idiom costume design, or which one is the coolest or most creative, things like that. There is a link right here to create a digital form so that you could send it out to the whole school to vote. You could also have your students write a closing paragraph or present their costume and write a persuasive essay on why they think their costume is the best or most unique or something like that. So you can just print this out, and you can either write in it right here. It is editable, so you can write the costume, cat got your tongue, and write that here, and then students would just put an X near which one they liked best and their name up top. And then you can just vote like that. You can also just print these out and have the students write the names by hand and which ones they liked best. Once all the results are in, there are editable, printable ribbons that you can award. All the text is editable, so you can create your own. You can print on cardstock and hand out for a fun Halloween costume party, or just this idioms costume party. And there are some punny ones like the cat's pajamas or green with envy. There's most brilliant costume, the whole 9 yards, etc. So tons of rewards to hand out, and your students will love it. The last part, and one of my favorites, I love how this turned out. Here is a mock-up of what it would look like. So the students' drawings would go here, either their digital or printable versions. The posters from up above would go here, and then all of these pieces can just be printed, cut out, and assembled here on your bulletin board kit. Have fun. Let me know if you have any questions, and can't wait to see how it turns out. Thank you.